Hi, Bobby. You're not in frame.
Wow, can we
We'll just do this.
I am literally almost on my knees right now.
Sorry.
I'm on my knees now.
Oh.
Whoa, this is just...
Alright, that's better. Anyway, hi everyone. So, sorry for the day stop there, but it was ridiculously late. So here we are, episode 6, Star Wars Day is finished. So, episode 6, it's weird to see some of the updates. I don't know, like, I guess Hayden Christensen Ghost makes sense for continuity's sake, but at the same time, it's like, Luke wouldn't notice him as that guy.
Like, hey Obi-Wan, hey Yoda, who the fuck are you?
And there are a couple other updates. I don't mind seeing the other planets that were in the prequels celebrating the end of the Empire. That's cool.
Actually, yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Overall, I think this is my second favorite. I still think the Ewoks are ridiculous. It would have been so much better with Wookiees.
I think Wookiees would have been better, but it doesn't bug me enough. I think just because I grew up so young watching this, that it's kind of hard to question it with nostalgia.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. The Wookiees are just like really, or I mean the Ewoks are just like really.
They're kind of terrifying.
Human-sized teddy bears.
It just imagine being one of the stormtroopers and being murdered by these little fluffy things, just like you just see your fellow stormtrooper just like being choked out in his guts, intestines
I'm
being
beginning
wrapped
to
around.
believe that Bobby has a teddy bear phobia.
I do.
I'm gonna go get a little teddy bear. Anyway.
Anyways, yeah. One thing about watching all the movies together, back to back, I realized the original series, they didn't. And one thing I don't think they did as good job as in the new ones was feeling more of the galaxy presence.
Getting that sense that this is a really big, wide-spanning thing. That's the thing that Star Wars got criticized a lot in the original 2 episodes, is there isn't very much alien diversity after you get off of, like, Tatooine. And that's why you get Admiral Akbar, and that's why you get the opening sequence in Jabba's lair. Jabba's lair. In Jabba's lairs, that's what to show off all the different kinds of aliens that are in this universe. At least that's what they were attempting to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think the 6th episode does tie everything together a bit better. It gives it a nice bow. I really love the Emperor in this, because it's weird. I never realized, right? I guess I'd forgotten that he isn't in episode 4, and he's just got that one little brief scene in episode 5. So it's actually really interesting that you get to see it. Thinking about it from the perspective of watching it 4, 5, 6, it's kind of interesting. You get to see this character get slowly introduced, and then you finally see him, and he's like this just horribly evil, crippled old guy, you know?
I totally agree.
I like the Emperor.
And like a lot of people complain about the original, about not reboots, prequels, and about how the politics. And I think that's actually one point of view I really do appreciate a lot more now, given the depth of a lot more of what the.
I think the politics side, the political side of it, works a lot better when you see them as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the episodes 1, 2, and 3 as a whole, I think it works a lot better, but seeing it in installments really doesn't work, and with how badly cut together the first film is, and how inundated it is with all the politics, it really doesn't work. Because there's a lot of politics in 1, and there's a lot of politics in 3. 2 doesn't have as much about it, but the scenes where you do get it, it's at least better cut in. 3 is really well cut together, so it doesn't drag on, and you don't find yourself, looking at a watch and stuff.
One thing I like about the episode 6 is has my favorite lightsaber battle.
Oh god, yeah, it's really cool. It's weird, the lightsabers look so much better, and by the time you get to this, and I never realized it, but episode 6 is the first time in the original series you see a green lightsaber, so that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I really do love these movies. I think I don't hate the prequels. I see why people don't like them.
They honestly, after watching all together, they don't live up to the Star Wars saga, I think. But they still, I think they work for like the time frame. Like compared to a lot of like movies like The Matrix, Lord of the Rings. I put it in the same level as them, honestly. But then again, I'm not a big Matrix fan. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan, and I'm not a big fan of the prequels. So
I enjoy them. I think they help flesh out the story, but honestly, it feels more like... It feels like we were supposed to get reboots of, or remakes of 4, 5, and 6 after the prequels. Because the stories don't quite line up. It really feels like we were supposed to get remakes of 4, 5, and 6 with the story they were telling in the prequels. But I do like it. I do enjoy them. I like the character. I like to see the character grow, and it's weird that Anakin is the main character of all 6 films, basically, and he's barely in the 4th and only moderately in the 5th.
especially since I guess before, like, he really wasn't originally intended to be like one of the main guys. So
Yeah, because you can tell he's really not supposed to be like the main villain in Episode 4. He's supposed to just be a henchman, it feels like.
that's definitely one of the weaknesses of Star Wars is you can definitely tell with a lot of the plot surprises they give you. They're not meant for. They weren't thinking a lot of it long term when they came up with it. It wasn't like Episode 4. They knew exactly where everything was going to go. And
Yeah, which is weird that it starts with Episode 4, you know? I never knew. I always wondered when he decided he was going to make 3 episodes before this, or just say that 3 happened. I don't know, I just want to talk real quick about the visual effects. I think that this one, more so than the other 2 of the original series, holds up the best visually. Some of the, like, oh my god, everything that happens in the Death Star looks fantastic. I mean, the Emperor's lightning is a little but still, I think it looks great. And then you got just some of the spaceships flying and stuff. It looks amazing. It looks really close to, maybe 5 years ago's effects, in my opinion.
Personally, I think 6 is the best visual for me. I'm not a fan of a lot of CGI. I think the longest time, like, CGI just looks really fake. It looks more fake than some movies from the 90s and 80s.
With, like, their prosthetics and stuff, yeah.
There are some times where, they seem as rubbery, but I'd much rather see rubbery than where you're going through characters a little bit.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about there, but I think these movies hold up really well. I do enjoy them all as a whole. I think the best way to watch them is to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because then they get progressively better, and you get a little downturn with the Ewoks, depending on your taste. But
Harrison Ford didn't like it. I know that. So that is one thing I got to say about the biggest complaint about that is the Ewoks. But they don't bother me. But for a saga as epic as Star Wars, that really how the battle scene. That's how it's gonna end.
Well, you've got to fight with the Native American allegory against the American government allegory.
I don't know what it is with Lucas, but trying to bring some kind of like extreme stereotypes in his movies like that. He's kind of like the original Michael Bay.
Right. Except Michael Bay never made anything good. Anyway.
Armageddon was okay, and some other ones, but it's arguable. I think he's better for one of those movie directors. If you want a popcorn firework movie where you're not going to think and you like explosions and you don't want to go outside to actually watch explosions, stay inside fireworks. See what's wrong with that?
Yeah. All right,
they're
everybody.
not good, but yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for watching our Star Wars Day movie marathon. Good times.
Yep.
We're debating on what to do next. We've got a couple ideas, but if you've got an idea for a series of movies, preferably longer than 3 movies, unless each is like 3 hours long and we're not doing Lord of the Rings, leave a comment down below. All right.